Have you ever noticed how some people seem to effortlessly accept praise, help, and abundance into their lives, while others push it all away like it's poison? If you're the type of person who deflects compliments, refuses help when you desperately need it, or feels guilty when good things happen to you, then this video is going to change everything. Because what I'm about to share with you isn't just about learning to receive, it's about healing a wound so deep that most people don't even realize it's there. My name is Lorena, and 3 years ago, I met someone who completely opened my eyes to how devastating the fear of receiving can be. Her name was Maya, and she was one of the most giving, loving people I'd ever encountered. She would drop everything to help a friend, volunteer at 3 different charities, and always had a listening ear for anyone who needed it. But here's what broke my heart. Maya couldn't accept a single thing in return. When friends tried to pay for her coffee, she'd argue for 10 minutes. When someone complimented her beautiful artwork, she'd immediately point out all the flaws. When her neighbor offered to help carry groceries, she'd insist she was fine, even though she was clearly struggling. And when Maya finally landed her dream job with a salary that matched her incredible talents, she spent weeks convincing herself she didn't deserve it. I watched this beautiful soul torture herself daily, and I realized Maya wasn't alone. So many of us are walking around with this invisible barrier that keeps all the good stuff out. We've somehow learned that wanting things makes us selfish, that accepting help makes us weak, and that receiving abundance means we're taking something away from someone else. But here's the truth that Maya and millions of others needed to hear. You cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot give love if you don't believe you're worthy of receiving it. And you cannot help others heal if you're constantly rejecting your own healing. The problem with the fear of receiving runs so much deeper than just being polite or humble. It's rooted in stories we tell ourselves about our worth, our value, and our place in this world. Maybe somewhere along the way, someone told you that good things don't happen to people like you. Maybe you grew up watching a parent sacrifice everything for others and learned that self-denial was the highest virtue. Or maybe life handed you some tough breaks and you decided that expecting good things was just setting yourself up for disappointment. Whatever created this fear in you, it's now acting like an invisible force field, pushing away the very things that could transform your life. Every compliment you deflect is a message to the universe that you don't believe you're worthy of praise. Every time you refuse help, you're reinforcing the story that you have to do everything alone. And every opportunity you talk yourself out of is another brick in the wall that separates you from the life you actually want. The agony of living this way is something I understand intimately because I lived it too. For years, I would work myself to exhaustion helping others while my own dreams collected dust. I'd give away my time, energy, and resources freely. But when someone tried to give back to me, I'd feel this crushing weight of unworthiness. I remember getting offered a speaking opportunity that could have changed my career, and instead of feeling excited, I felt terrified. Who was I to stand on that stage? What if people realized I wasn't as qualified as they thought? That voice in my head had convinced me that receiving good things was somehow wrong, that I needed to earn every single blessing through suffering and sacrifice. But what I didn't realize was that this mindset wasn't protecting me from disappointment. It was guaranteeing it. When you're afraid to receive, you create a life of artificial scarcity. You work twice as hard for half the recognition. You give until you're depleted and wonder why you feel resentful. You watch opportunities pass you by and convince yourself it's noble when really you're just scared. The solution isn't to become selfish or demanding. It's not about taking more than you give or expecting the world to owe you something. the path to healing the fear of receiving is much gentler and more profound than that. It starts with understanding that receiving is not the opposite of giving. It's the other half of the same sacred cycle. Think about breathing for a moment. You inhale and you exhale. If you only exhaled, you'd suffocate. If you only inhaled, you'd burst. The beauty of breathing is in the rhythm, the flow, the natural exchange between taking in and letting out. Life works the same way. When you receive with gratitude and grace, you're not being greedy. You're participating in the flow of abundance that makes giving possible. Every time you accept a compliment genuinely, you're teaching others that it's safe to acknowledge goodness. Every time you let someone help you, you're giving them the gift of feeling useful and needed. Every time you embrace an opportunity, you're showing the universe that you're ready to use your blessings to bless others. For Maya, the breakthrough came when she realized that her constant refusal to receive was actually hurting the people she loved. Her friends stopped offering help because she made them feel bad for trying. Her partner felt rejected every time Maya deflected a loving compliment. Her refusal to accept her worth wasn't humility. It was a form of self-abandonment that was spreading to everyone around her. The healing process began with small, gentle steps. Maya started with one tiny practice, accepting compliments without immediately contradicting them. Instead of saying, "Oh, this old thing," when someone praised her outfit, she would simply say, "Thank you." It felt awkward at first, almost painful, but slowly something started to shift. Next, she began allowing people to do small kindnesses for her. When a coworker brought her coffee, instead of insisting on paying them back immediately, Maya would accept it with gratitude and look for natural ways to return the kindness later. She discovered that receiving gracefully actually strengthened her relationships rather than weakening them. The most powerful shift happened when Maya started rewriting the story she told herself about worthiness. Instead of believing she had to earn love and abundance through suffering, she began to consider that maybe, just maybe, she was inherently worthy of good things simply because she existed. Not because of what she accomplished or how much she sacrificed, but because she was a human being deserving of love and care. This is where the real magic happens. When you start to believe in your inherent worthiness, receiving stops feeling like stealing and starts feeling like participating in the natural flow of life. You begin to see that your willingness to receive is actually a gift you give to others. The gift of allowing them to express their love, generosity, and care. Start small, just like Maya did. The next time someone compliments you, resist the urge to deflect and simply say thank you. When someone offers help, consider saying yes, even if you could technically handle it alone. When good things start showing up in your life, practice feeling grateful instead of suspicious. Notice the stories you tell yourself about receiving. Do you believe that accepting good things makes you selfish? Do you feel guilty when life goes well for you? These beliefs aren't protecting you, they're limiting you. Challenge them gently, with the same compassion you'd show a friend who was struggling. Remember that healing the fear of receiving is not about becoming entitled or demanding. It's about recognizing that you are part of an interconnected web of giving and receiving, and your willingness to receive with grace is just as important as your willingness to give with love. You deserve compliments that land in your heart instead of bouncing off your defenses. You deserve help when you need it. You deserve opportunities that match your talents. You deserve love that you don't have to earn through suffering. You deserve abundance that flows to you as naturally as breath flows into your lungs. The world needs people who can receive blessings and transform them into even greater blessings for others. It needs people who understand that worthiness isn't something you earn, it's something you are. If this message resonated with you, I want you to try something right now. In the comments below, share one thing you're ready to start receiving in your life. It could be compliments, help, opportunities, love, or abundance. Make it a declaration to the universe that you're ready to participate fully in the flow of giving and receiving. And if you know someone who needs to hear this message, someone who's been deflecting their blessings and pushing away their good, please share this video with them. Sometimes the most loving thing we can do is help others recognize their own worthiness. Thank you for watching, and remember, you don't have to earn your place at the table of life. You belong here, you deserve good things, and your willingness to receive is a gift to everyone around you.